Hello everyone, my name is Chase Guthrie, and welcome to Crash Course World History. Today we will be learning about the Age of Enlightenment. The Age of Enlightenment was a movement of radical reorientation of politics, philosophy, science, economics, and religion. Out of this age came hundreds of thousands of books and inventions such as the telescope, piano, discoveries in astronomy, gravity, laws, and revolutions like the French and American Revolution. Also, a stronger economic class came about with a strong, wealthier middle class. When did this occur?
Mr. Guthrie!
Yes, Caitlin.
It started in 1685 and ended 130 years later in 1815.
Yes, very good. Thank you.
Mr. Guthrie, I have a question.
All right. Yeah, Noah. All right, Noah, what do you want?
But what caused it to happen?
Well, the Age of Enlightenment was caused by the 30 Years' War, which was a very destructive war that lasted, you guessed it, 30 years. Wait, what happened to Caitlin and Noah? What happened to them?
Wait, I know this. Can I answer?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. It's nice to see a student who cares, Jaden.
It compelled German writers dependent on criticism and nationalism and warfare. This criticism led European thinkers to do the same and criticize their country's ideas and beliefs.
Oh, well, for one, how did you get that paper? And two, good job. That's good, Alec. Thank you. What? Noah, are you back? Where'd you go? Okay, I'm just gonna stop asking questions. Hobbes felt that by nature, people were self-serving and preoccupied with the gathering of a limited number of resources. To keep balance, Hobbes continued that it was essential to have a single intimidating ruler. You know who else wasn't intimidating and handsome?
Who?
Me.
Come on! I've heard of John Locke. Who is he?
Well, John Locke, who was also known as the father of liberalism, was a very famous English philosopher, writer, and Enlightenment thinker of the 17th century. Locke was well known for his ideas and writings on life, liberty, and property.
Is he the one who stated that knowledge is gained by only experience?
Yep, it says here, his philosophical ideas and writings influenced many others, like Voltaire, Rousseau, Montesquieu, and Locke even influenced the author of the Declaration of Independence, Thomas Jefferson.
Are you looking on the cheat sheet, Noah?
Yes.
Another philosopher you should know about is Francis Bacon. Francis Bacon, also known as the father of the Enlightenment, was a multitasker of all sorts that helped make the scientific method to prove theories by testing hypotheses and experiments in a logical form.
Who is this Montesquieu guy?
Montesquieu was a French political philosopher. He was best known for his ideas on separation of powers.
He dedicated himself to literature and began publishing many things. In 1721, he published Persian Letters, which was a text that used sarcasm to convey its message. Then, in 1748, Montesquieu published his most important work, The Spirit of Laws, which made a huge impact in political theory.
As I was saying, the English Civil War lasted from 1642 to 1651. And yes, for all those mathematicians out there, that's 12 years. Wait a second. This was a series of wars between England, Scotland, and Ireland, which strayed over conflict between this weird-looking guy, also known as Charles I, and the Parliament.
Mr. Guthrie, I gotta leave for my job.
Wait, you have a job?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no.
What were they fighting over, Mr. Guthrie?
Good question. They had disagreed over matters of the government for many years, and finally in 1640... What are you guys doing? Alright, never mind. You know what? Finally, in 1642, arguments over how to handle recent rebellion in Ireland was the last straw. Charles I raised an army against the Parliament. England then split in half, with half of its people supporting the king, and half supporting the Parliament, which is basically the perfect scenario for a civil war. There were three main phases to the war, and it ended in 1651.
Mr. Guthrie,
Yes, Caitlin?
what came out of the war?
The outcomes of the war included the execution of Charles I, the exile of his son, Charles II, and over 200,000 dead soldiers. A new Republican Commonwealth for Britain's government. Yeah, nothing too pretty.
Mr. Guthrie,
Yeah?
what is that?
Mr. Guthrie?
Who are you again?
I'm Nick.
Where did you come from?
I've always been here. Chase.
Well, Nick, there really isn't an official end to the Age of Enlightenment, although many historians consider the start of the French Revolution as marking the end of it. The French Revolution was followed by the Reign of Terror, and the violence is considered to have ended the Enlightenment, since, reason and philosophical ideas are sort of put aside when you're rebelling against your own government. Am I right? Am I right? Jaden, am I right? Jaden, what are you doing? Jaden!
Okay, class. Now that Chase is gone, I guess I'll be the teacher from now on. You ready? What ideas came out of the Enlightenment?
Weren't there many effects of the Enlightenment, such as many laws, scientific discoveries, books, and inventions that came out of this era?
That's right. The Enlightenment changed politics, philosophy, science, communications, and set up the ideas that formed many governments, such as the government in the United States of America.
What ideas came out of the Enlightenment?
Ideas like life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, nature, government, and purpose arose from the philosophers of this time. Jaden, what's that chair doing? Move the chair.
I got some, I got a letter for Noah. That's me. I missed.
Let's see. Oh, a brief description of the Age of Enlightenment. Wow. Neato. Okay, all in all, the Enlightenment changed the way people thought about economy, society, religion, and politics. Well, that's all. Thank you guys for watching our world history, and have a nice day.
Bum 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 bum.
This is how
Bum
it
bum
happened.
bum 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 bum.
Now the
Bum,
video
bum,
ended.
bum, bum, bum.